Hey there, I'm glad you're here. I imagine that if you are looking at this video, my guess is that something has happened in your marriage that has brought you to a place where you're not sure what's true anymore. You're not sure about your relationship, about your own self, about what's possible, what's fixable. You may not even be sure about your faith. But you're here, maybe I should say and you're here because you do still have hope of a future of something, or at least you want to, and that matters. I do think that there is hope, that hope is bigger than any story that we're in. So looking at this today means that you are looking at potentially getting coaching or counseling to see if you can find your way. And that means I want to talk with you honestly about what the coaching process actually looks like, because a lot of people come to me expecting one thing and then get surprised by another. And I'd rather you walk in with clear eyes rather than walk out feeling blindsided or confused. First, the hope part is real. I've watched multiple people do the hard work of rebuilding something they thought was beyond repair. I've seen the dynamics shift that felt absolutely immovable at one point. I've seen people find each other even after years of disconnection and hurt and a whole lot of ugly in between. So when I say there is hope, I do mean it. I'm not saying it to keep you engaged or to sell you something that's not meaningful. But here's what I've also learned after more than a decade of sitting with people in this place. Hope isn't the same as easy. It is not a magic wand. And it's not the same as fast. I can recall people who came to me not long ago holding their marriage together by sheer will, convinced that if they could just understand enough, explain enough, be patient enough, something would finally shift. What changed for them was not actually more information. It was the moments they stopped managing the relationship and started being clear about themselves. That's when something actually moved. And that's the work we're going to talk about in a coaching process. What you're actually walking into is coaching. When people come to coaching, especially when the relationship is on the line, there is often this quiet prayer underneath everything. Please tell me what to fix so that we can get back to normal. I get it. That longing for relief is very real and very human. But what I need you to hear is this: normal is relative, and normal is what got you here. What we're going to work on rebuilding isn't a return to something, actually. It's a construction of something new that takes real new materials, which means it takes the real story, the actual unpolished, uncomfortable truth of what's been happening between the two of you. It's not the version that sounds better, not the version that protects any one of you, but the real version. That's where we have to start. Here's the part nobody really tells you. You cannot make your spouse change. You cannot make them hear or understand or come to terms with anything that they don't choose to do on their own. Think of how many times you've already tried. This isn't a pessimistic statement. It's actually a freeing one, because your job, the job you actually have, is to get clear on yourself with what you're feeling, what you actually need, what you're bringing into the dynamic that isn't serving either of you. What you want the next chapter to look like, regardless of how the other person responds. That's the job you have to do. That's the work. And it's not small work. Even when there is repentance, even when repentance is real and thorough and happens, and it does happen sometimes, The story still has to be navigated with the dynamics that it is. Meaning, even when there's real repentance, it doesn't just wipe away the consequences of what the story has become. And that has to be navigated. I want you to sit with that for just a second. Real change in a partner, genuine, non-performative, is a beautiful thing. And even then, trust doesn't just reboot. Hurt doesn't just dissolve. The nervous system doesn't just relax because the words were said, as you know. The road forward still has to be walked carefully, intentionally, with eyes wide open. That's not a reason to lose hope. It's actually the reason coaching matters. Because you need someone in your corner helping you read the road as you're walking it, not just pointing toward the destination and wishing you well. What we're actually doing in this together is looking at the dynamics. We're going to help you see the dynamics, the patterns that have been formed between the two of you that neither of you have probably taken a deep, hard look at, but you've been living inside of. We're going to help you get clear on what's yours to own and what isn't. We're going to give you tools, real ones, not just slogans, although I'm known for my Charmanisms. I'll give you real tools for how to show up differently so that there's actually something different and new for both of you to respond to. If you're not sure you're ready for individual work yet, that's okay too. We have a free resource called the Emotional Check-In Worksheet that's a good place to start getting honest with yourself about where you actually are right now. You can grab that at livefound.org. It's a small step, but it's a real one that helps you to prepare for whatever the next steps are. We also have identity recovery groups led by both Lauren and I, who work specifically in helping people navigate this in-between session. Not sure what's true, not sure what's next, but willing to keep living the way that things have been. The groups are a powerful place to do this work without doing it alone. You can find out more at livefound.org/recovery-groups. We're going to help you figure out what you want. Not what you're supposed to want, but what you want. Because that clarity is not a luxury. It is the foundation that enables you to choose your steps. Here's an honest word about outcomes. I want the restoration of your marriage, genuinely. That is always what I'm hoping for alongside you. And I also need you to know the work we do here will not be wasted, even if that is not how it ends. Because you will know yourself better. You will have done something real. You will have learned how to name what you feel and what you need and what you will and won't carry anymore. And that's not nothing. That is everything for whatever comes next. So if you're willing to come in real, do the work between sessions, and stay with the discomfort long enough to let it become something, then yes, there is hope here. Real hope. Grounded hope. The kind that doesn't require you to pretend things are fine before they are. If something in this video is stirring something real in you, start somewhere. Grab the Emotional Check-In Worksheet at livefound.org if you need to get honest with yourself first. Step into one of our identity recovery groups with Lauren or I if you want community and structure around this process so you don't have to do it feeling very, very alone. Or if you're ready to go deeper in a private conversation, book a one-on-one session directly at livefound.org/booking-portal. You don't have to have it figured out to take the next step. You just have to be willing to take one.